Hey guys, what is up? This is the review of the Motorola Moto E. Okay, so now talking about the availability of this phone. It is available on Flipkart for 8,000 rupees and there is no waiting period, so you can get it after 3 or 4 days after you order it, and you get awesome style swap cases on the back for just 500 rupees. And if you buy them with the phone, you get discounts up to 300 or so, 300, 400 rupees. So that's really great. And I got two phones. One is the black one is the white one, and a blue style swap. So actually these aren't for me, these are for my granddad and one for my grandmom. These are really good basic phones, basic Android phones, and I'll get to all of that in a moment. So guys, talking about the specs of this phone, it's rocking a 4.3-inch 500 pixel resolution display, which has a pixel density of about 250 ppi, which is really sharp, and I can see almost no pixelation on this phone. The colors really pop. And talking about the colors, the display type is an IPS LCD display, and all colors look really great. And even for the LCDs, the blacks are good. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but the boundary of the phone and the internal black wallpaper almost match, and there seems to be no margin. And the display quality is really great, and I think it will be great for media consumption. And also they have included really nice wallpapers, for example this E written with stones, then this bicycle, this ping pong balls, and all really great wallpapers. I personally like the E from the Moto E, and rest is really great. Okay, so now let's talk about the specs. As I said, it has a 4.3-inch display, and it's rocking a Snapdragon 200. It's a dual-core CPU. It's clocked at 1.2 GHz. It has 1 GB of RAM, and it has 4 GB of ROM and 1 GB of RAM. And don't worry if you keep running out of space on this one. There also is micro SD card expandability in this phone. Let's just take that off. Yeah, as you can see, I have put an 8 GB micro SD card in here, but you can put up to 32 GB. Then also taking a look here, we have two micro SIM card slots over here. Both support 3G. And it's really great to have dual SIM capabilities on this phone. Okay, so afterwards we will take a look at the speakers. Here are the speakers on the front. This is just a mono speaker, and they can get pretty loud. And also this is the calling headset. And as you all know, Motorola has the best call quality on any phone. And however the phone is priced, it may be cheap, it may be expensive from Motorola, but the call quality is always consistent, and the calls are really call experience is really good. Let's talk about the camera. It has a 5 megapixel camera on the back. It has no flash, and there is no front facing camera. If you think that this is a camera, nope, that's a proximity sensor. Okay, so let's fire up the camera app. Go there, and this is the basic Google camera app. There is no fancy stuff in this. Okay, so the basic thing about this camera app is that you just point and tap, and that takes a picture. It's nothing else. It's a really, what you see is what you get, camera from on the Moto E. And you also can shoot video on this. Let me show you. Okay, so we are shooting video, and you can also click pictures while shooting video, like so. Okay, let's check out how the pictures and videos were. You just go into the camera and take a simple swipe. Okay, this was the video. It's playing now. It's not bad. I mean, for a 5 megapixel camera on such a cheap phone, it's really great. And here are the pictures. They're not bad. they're great. Okay, so these are the simple settings. You can put on HDR mode, which takes good photographs. I mean, if you turn on HDR mode on this camera, you can take the photographs look as if they are 8 or 10 megapixel camera photos. You can also take panorama, and there's other settings, for example 16:9 aspect ratio, etc, etc. Okay, so once the camera is done, let's go and look at some of the apps that we always use, like the dialer. Here the dialer is really simple. When you launch the phone app, you are greeted with the screen. These are the speed dial apps. You can set speed dial, so it's you can call up someone pretty quickly. And this is the keypad, which is really responsive and easy to use. It's really great. And now let's check out the messaging app. Oops. Yep. So as you can see, the typing experience is fluid. There is no lag on the keyboard, and no stuttering, no lags, which is really great for a phone of this price. And now let's look at contacts. There's not much, but still it's really organized, and you can also search for your contacts, and really good. Okay, that was the camera. Then it has the Play Store, Google Chrome pre-installed as the main browser. Then these are all the Google apps you get. And basically this phone was the Motorola company was owned by Google, so it is like a small cut down Nexus, small cut down Nexus device. So you get low end specs, but you get constant updates from Google. So at first this phone was running on Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean, but they updated it after the Nexus 4, directly after the Nexus 4, and it got updated to Android 4.4.4, as you can see here. And it's really great because Android KitKat is famous for being a lightweight interface, which is not heavy on any kind of processors. And so yeah, it's not heavy on the processor. And as you can see, this is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 200, which I don't think you have heard of. And it's a really low-end processor at this time, but still it manages really well because the firmware is so lightweight. And talking about the user experience, it's really fast and fluid. As you can see, the multitasking experience is super fast, and the apps just open up quickly. I mean, there is no lag, no stutter. I haven't seen any forced closes on this device as of yet, and it's just flawless. You know, it is like a Nexus, as you can see, and it's super fast. I don't know how, but it's really fast. Okay, so you get the basic time widget over here and all the Google integrated features. Unlike the Moto X, you can't just, or a Nexus phone, you can't just say okay Google now and it won't do anything. But if you go into the Google Now search, then it will work. It also doesn't have those camera features or the active display or anything, but still it's a great package. And let's go into some other apps and see how it looks from there. It also has FM radio, so that is good for you music junkies out there. And it has the basic calculator and Motorola Migrate. So if you have been on another phone and if you want to migrate your data on this phone, it's really simple. And it also has YouTube. It has Quick Office install for updating or editing Microsoft Office documents on the go. And it has Play Music and all the Google apps. And I think that is about it. So about the feel of this phone, let's talk about the buttons. The buttons feel kind of mushy, and they don't feel that tactile, because that is the hardware was of course one place where Motorola had to cut corners on this phone, because in the United States this phone costs just about $179 off contract, so that's really low. And the buttons, so they feel mushy and don't feel tactile and don't give good feedback. And talking about the back plates on both the phones, they don't feel like soft touch plastic, but they don't also feel like hyper glazed plastic on the Galaxy S4 like that. They feel alright. I mean, you can't expect a lot from this. And also talking on the back, there's this beautiful Motorola dimple. I'll show you on the blue one. I think you'll be able to see that one clearly. So this is a recessed dimple which has the Motorola logo on it, and your index finger will always find that dimple, and it makes the phone really easy to hold. And as you can see, my index finger always finds that dimple. And talking about the comfort level, it's really comfortable to hold the Moto series of phones because they have this awesome curve on the back which gives you a proper holding feel on the phone, which feels really great. And if you close your eyes and hold this phone, this may feel like a premium phone to you, so it's up to you. And talking about the front firing speaker over here, it's a really great thing that they moved the speaker from the back to the front on this low end model. But the speaker can get really loud. I don't have any music on this phone to show you, but it's really great that there's a speaker over here. And also about gaming and stuff, it's good for games that are lightweight like Temple Run and the types. And I also tried to play Nova 3 on this, but that game almost ate up all the 4 GB on this phone, and also the phone was getting quite slow and it got heated up. And also while shooting a lot of video on this phone also heats up a little bit. So aside from that, it's really great. And I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, this is the proximity sensor, which is also present on the black one over here. And it also has a 3.5mm headphone jack, secondary microphone, and here hidden is a primary microphone. And let's take off the back cover, and you can see here is an embedded 2000 mAh battery. And for the phone with a screen and the resolution of this size, 2000 mAh is more than enough. And as we are talking about battery life on this phone is super excellent, and you will get through 2 or 3 days easy if you are light to medium user. And I think so. To wrap up the review of this phone, I should say that it's a really good buy for people who don't want to spend big and want to buy a phone under 9,000 rupees in India. And if you want the latest updates from Google quickly and want a Nexus-like experience in a budget phone, and which is compact and actually is made to last, but I think you really should go for this phone. I would tell you to buy the black one because it looks better, but let me know what color you want, or what color would you buy in the comment section. Okay, so I'll wrap up this review, and this is Soham with Motorola Moto E, and please hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more videos. I will be posting a video on the Oneplus One. Yep, you heard me right, it's the Oneplus One, and I'm gonna be getting that phone in a few weeks, and I'll do lots of reviews on that. And if you want me to do a review on a specific phone, just leave it down there in the comments, and I'll try to get the hands on that phone and do a nice review on it. And if you want more reviews on this phone or the OnePlus One, just leave that down in the comments as well, and I will respond and I will make a video. Okay guys, so this is Soham with the Moto E, and I'm signing out. Peace.